She's my best friend, but I swear to God she makes my job harder. And it's only even harder now that we're here and not... It's gone. It's gone. It's time for a new day. Captain Assault Fleet, I really need you to do this for me. Moonpath is off doing something else thanks to Princess Twilight Sparkle. God, I hate saying that. I'd really rather just call her Twilight at this point, but I can't. Things have gotten more complicated. I gotta be more regal and stuff. You know how it is. It fucking sucks. So, I need your team on this. There's possibly a situation that could get worse if it's not addressed now, and it might be extremely time sensitive, so I need you to go in there and do your thing. Do it quick, do it fast, and try not to make too much noise. Are we understood? Crystal.
Yeah.
God's head.
Yeah.
Welcome to Armor Astir Advent. This is a game, this is a mech game about magic, mystery, mech, and, fighting evil forces. So, this game is essentially a situation where there is, two sides to this conflict. There is the player sortie side, and then there's the conflict turn, where the big board is affected by the smaller missions. The players don't have to fight the war on all sides. That is impossible, but they have to make sure that they do their best in the way that they can accomplish their goals. For now, I'd like everyone to give their name, their pronouns, and their character's name and pronouns. And let's start with Maggie.
I'm Maggie. My pronouns are she, they. My character is Sprongle, and their pronouns are any, all.
Okay. Next, let's go to Fish.
My name is Max Fish. My pronouns are he, him. My character name is Sadie. Her pronouns are she, her.
And last but not least, Ritz.
I'm Riz. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Larry, and they're he, they.
Awesome. Your group is called Nyanners, if I'm correct, and your group is kind of a part of one of the faction groups. So I think I'll quickly go over the faction groups. In this game, there is the faction, there's the cause, and then there is the authority. The cause are the little groups that are either openly or covertly trying to undermine the authority who have most of the power in the situation. Looking over it, I'll quickly go over them again. We have, for the first group, we have New Canterlot Dominion. This is all on the, I'm on the Google Sheets doc, if you want to refer to it. On your sheet, on the tab that says Nyanners. So first things first, we have New Canterlot Dominion. Leader is Princess Twilight Sparkle. They who are firebrands. They fight with politics. The Glitter Brigade, which is by leader Alicorn Pinkie Pie. They are strange. The Ocellus Squadron, which is led by a Hephaestian named Callum Corsair. The Dragon's Horde, which is led by Princess Ember, who are bandits. There is the Moonlight Infiltrators, led by Princess Luna. They are just spoilers. Banquet's Bounty, leader is Butternut Truffle. They are suppliers. And High Sea Capers, which is led by Rainbow Dash, who are adventurers, just like you guys are. And there's two wayward factions, meaning that they could be with the cause or against the cause for their own reasons. There is Gay Frog Island, which is a wayward faction. They are strange. And Nexus City, leader Sparkle Spanner 9000, and they are scholars. This all takes 5 years after our little faction game, of our little Quiet Year game. Essentially, this world basically has been inhabited by people who have worked with the community and everything, versus the authority who have come here to conquer and take everything for themselves. And I'm not sure, I don't think I told you guys what are all those races in this world, so I think I'll just quickly go over them. We have races. We have ponies, of course, because MOP. The ponies, there are dragons. There are Hephaestians, who are basically people who defected from the empire of ECC many years ago, and still are basically cursed with being like partially metal, partially mechanical, being born with almost like a virus like metal that kind of like grows with them as they get older. And so they have basically culturally found ways to cement that by essentially having plant matter grow over it. The idea I kind of gave for their aesthetic is like, imagine if you've seen it, like a picture of like a bicycle that's been leaned against a tree for so long that the tree has basically consumed it. So like think of that with like a person, like they had a metal arm underneath it, but they have grown like bark and mushrooms and fungus and grass and leaves as much as they could over top of it to essentially make it more organic than it was metallic. So those are the Hephaestians. There's gay frogs. Their culture is gay frogs. They're like they're all sexually of different like orientations, I would say. But and some of them can couple. But you know, even if they are not compatible physically, there is a kind of a brood mother who kind of is like the leader, and they have a very intricate relationship with like fashion and fabrics, and their magic is very nature based. There is the robots. They hail from their little island. They are essentially, if you want to think about it, they're kind of the people who defected but didn't fight the metallic parts of them and essentially gave in and basically became more robotic and essentially like enjoy being more robotic. And then we have the ECC. They are the bad guys. They are the capital B bad guys. They are here to take and claim for what they believe is theirs. And the only other group is the Changelings. They are from the MOP world. Best way to describe them is imagine like a horse, imagine the horse, like a cute horse. Now imagine instead of fur. Okay, now imagine instead of fur and skin and fur and hide, and instead of fur, hide, and skin, it's chitin, like a bug, like a hard shell. And what would be their legs have multiple holes that just go straight through. Holes
like a Swiss cheese.
Like
they have insect wings.
Yeah, insect wings.
They have horns.
They do have horns too, but their whole thing is that they, as you can tell from their names, changelings, they have the ability to turn into other people. Almost magically. So those are kind of the groups. That's the groups. And let's see. The last thing I want to touch on is the bad guys, the Authority. The Authority is comprised of 3 groups. As a whole, they are called the Empire of the Constellations Command. The major faction is the Chariot Expeditionary Force. Their tagline is, "Let those who observe the stars in their signs be driven forward, for the chariot rides forth. Clear ruts of her wheels, claim stallions for her reins, and stand at her side into the unknown, 2 wheels in a dream." They are executives, meaning that they have essentially brought modern luxuries to this planet, and as much as people don't feel comfortable with them, they have become so ubiquitous and part of the society that people can't help but use them. They're executives, which means that they protect and deepen systems of control. So essentially, they have a lot of the infrastructure under their control. There is the Bright Shine, led by their leader Sombra, and their second in command, called the Brilliant Shine. They are military, which means they deploy forces to attack or defend with violence. And the last group is the 100-Foot March, led by Chrysalis. And they are subterfuge, meaning deploying spies or agents to deal with things covertly. So, those are the bad guys. And your group is got a mission. Given to you by the captain of the High Sea Capers, Captain Rainbow Dash. She is a Pegasus pony, blue, with rainbow mane and tail. a bit more rough around the edges, especially after 5 years of dealing with conflicts over and over and over again between the various groups. She's really leaned more into the military side of her life than the more rambunctious side. It's definitely taken a toll on her. And she has gotten your team on this mission. You are adventurers, meaning that you're essentially kind of, freelancers. But Rainbow Dash's whole thing is that she's with Twilight covertly in a way where it's like she will constantly push the more useful and powerful and more competent adventurers to do missions that will undermine the Empire. And with you have your crewmates. You have your captain. Your captain's name is Captain Assault Fleet. He is a unicorn pony. And he is like a brown coat, unicorn horn with an eye patch on. The
name?
Yeah. Captain Assault Fleet. And his tagline is somewhat grouchy, but clearly knows what he's doing at all times. You have your navigators. You have Vera Cho. She's a gay frog, and her tagline reads, "Feels like she'll quit any day now." Your second navigator is a robot named Neurocolmus. It's his cheery demeanor that keeps her from leaving. You have your quartermaster, Green Madonna, another female gay frog, and her tagline is, "She's hopelessly single." You have your two maintenance crew members, Aquinas Boom, who is a robot. When he's got an idea, nothing can stop him from making it work. And Earth Pony named Dust Pass, where his tagline is, "He really should be sleeping instead of looking out for you crazy kids." And last but certainly not least, your resource manager, a defector of the ECC, Echelon Eyepiece, and keep your enemies.
Okay.
So, with that, really quickly, if everybody would like, Maggie or Sprongle, can you tell me what your playbook is?
I am the imposter.
Mm-hmm. With the imposter, that means you can you give like a quick description of what that means for you?
Imposters control their Astir using magical augmentations like artificial limbs or organs. These augmentations allow a non-magic user to power and control an Astir, but otherwise do not interfere with your life. Being bonded to magic in this way often leads to it affecting the body and vice versa, irreversibly tying their magic to their emotional and physical state.
Okay, yep. So yeah, that's your connection with your mech. And I guess the last thing you can say is let's go over your hooks, because you don't seem to have any gravity clocks yet. So you mind telling me your hooks, your first two ones?
A threat to the planet is a threat to my people, because we're like the native people of this world.
Mm-hmm. And that's deep.
Yeah, and a loose hook is I must prove the elders wrong, because they didn't want to get involved in the conflict.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Seda, can you tell me what your playbook is and your hooks?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was getting a little confused there. Yeah, I'm an arcanist. Arcanists are careful, prepared magic users. This is mostly apparent in their use of rituals, magical tactics, and enchantments. Preemptively cast before they embark into the battlefield. Arcanists typically attain magic mastery. They have a thorough formal study while good at making plans and full of useful knowledge. They often don't deal with surprises.
Okay.
Playing an arcanist, yeah. I just reading straight from the thing there, so
You good? Yep, that's enough.
yeah,
I don't want to make you read too much.
yeah, I understand that.
And the last thing I guess is hooks. Can you read your hooks? They should be underneath your subsystems.
The subsystems in the
On your yeah.
character sheet thing.
Yep.
Subsystems. Quick. All right. A threat to the world is a threat to my cat.
That's loose.
A deep one is I struggle with communicating my thoughts and feelings.
And that's deep.
Yep, and that's it.
All right. And last stuff is Larry. Larry, you mind telling us what your playbook is? And then
I'm a scout. Just reading it off. Scouts are straightforward people trained in navigating any terrain and pathfinding for less mobile troops. Scouts are often the eyes and ears for their Astir allies. I have a big fuck off halberd, and instead of a mech, and that's my thing.
yeah, because you picked the subclass the Giant Slayer, correct?
Yes.
Meaning you are like the anime protagonist.
Uh-huh.
All right, and mind, give me your hooks. Give me your two hooks that you have so far.
Okay, so my hooks are, with this power, the war is my responsibility, because this giant slaying weapon has fallen into my lap. That's a deep hook. And then the other one is a loose hook that says, "Oh, I always act before thinking." Larry doesn't think very good.
That's good. Okay. All right. So.
I don't think we went over our characters' races.
Oh, I mean, if you want to, Sprongle, you are. If I'm
I am gay frog.
You are a gay frog. Seda, you are.
And so is my character.
So Larry's gay frog.
No, Larry's
Frog.
dragon.
Sprongle is gay frog.
Frongle and Larry is Frongle.
Larry's a dragon.
Oh, Larry's a dragon. Okay, then.
And Seda is what?
Dragon.
Gotcha. What is it?
Frog and two
Yeah, I
dragons.
just wanted to get the character. I just wanted the race because it helps a little bit more.
Also, Maggie, I will tell you, I think your tracker, your channel tracker is a little broken, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be only +2, so we'll just have to keep that in mind. I can't edit it because there's like math in there, and if I do anything, it's gonna fuck it up. But the reason why it's kind of fucky is because we know how your shit works, which is as you take dangers, your channel goes up by 1. It's for some reason stuck at +3. It should be +2. So we just have to keep in mind that you're not at +3, you're at +2 as you go up.
Oh my fucking god. I'm on my iPad, and all of my Google apps decided to update right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how it always is.
Great, I'm glad Soldiers was the first one to finish.
Do you want to give it a 15 minutes for you to load it, or you good?
No, okay, Chrome just finished.
Okay. God, that's so silly. That's so fucking silly.
Just like how Windows wants to update every time just before class.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm back in.
All right. So the mission that you were given is that a member of. So if you look over the map, at the south, at the bottom south, you see that there is an area where there's like mountains and everything, and mechs kind of set up. And so over here, in this area right here, is a city. And basically, come on. And so basically one of the things about this game is essentially each one of these major factions has pillars, which is like the things that they're using to hold control over this planet and basically be able to strong arm you and to eventually hopefully get everyone off this planet or subjugated. And over here is a city, and this city is called Heron Acropolis, once a thriving Hephaestian city of scientific bioengineering with many breakthroughs waiting to be exploited under Chrysalis' control. At some point over the 5 years, the Hephaestians that were living in this area were pushed out and forced into underground barracks away from the city, and the city has essentially been conquered by Chrysalis' army off from this island. And she is constantly ransacking it for any scientific developments and evolution in ways in which she can essentially do weird, gross bioengineering bug things. Possibly. It's nothing's really sure, and no one has definite proof or fact of it, because she's kind of also a cult leader. It's a lot. Don't worry about it. You will get a better understanding of that later. But either way, the original gang that was here, the other gang, Moonpath, usually patrol this area, but they were sent on a requested political mission up north by Princess Twilight Sparkle, who is the main leader of the ponies that live here. So, as basically having to deal with this mission, you are essentially handed this off to kind of cover for them. The mission that is entailing is that there was a scientist who was able to escape before the city was fully captured by the name of Amber Mana. They were a Hephaestian scientist. Their research center was overrun in the later couple of years of the invasion, and she was able to escape, but as of like the last 2 or 3 months, she has gone missing, and they have figured out where she is, but it's much deeper into the city where it is too dangerous to go without some people who have better equipment and fighting forces. And so you are the adventurers that have been commissioned for this mission. The Nyanners ship has airdropped you in a bit away from the target. The target being in this building over here. Your mission is to essentially go in, find the scientist, and get out. As they have very important information, and anything that would be happening to them, essentially. Right. So, you have been airdropped in to this area deep into the city. So far, you have gotten fairly far into the area without much issue. You are told that inside of this building is your target. Sprongle, Seda, Larry, what is your approach to this place? How is everything going? Like, what's the first thoughts that are coming to your heads?
Well, we're supposed to be kind of stealthy, right?
And so far, I will say, over the comms, let's see here. Over the comms, Nero Kalmus is going, hey, just want to say, chaos particles are high today. Be careful out there. It might be hard for you to get in contact with us, but we'll try to keep our lines as available as possible.
Okay.
And this is something you guys, the players don't know, but this is what the characters know. In this world, there is something called chaos particles. Sadly, there was an entity that was called an ugly cloud that mixed with what is called the glitter pools, and it has created this foggy kind of mist that kind of messes with technology in a weird way, where long-range communication is harder, but close communication is intensified to the point that mech pilots can really only talk with their allies close by or even their enemies. Making combat a lot more intimate than anyone is comfortable with.
Okay.
But it does mess up your sensors until you kind of get closer to it and clear it all out. So, anyone, how would you guys like to start? Who would like to go first? Anyone have any ideas of what they would like to do?
Well, Larry's our scout.
Yeah. There is the scout and also not thinking about things. So I think just is there a door?
A lot of, let's see, this building is kind of beat up. There's lots of dead, decrepit bodies of Hephaestians and monsters and bug people alike all over the place.
Yikes.
Rusted metal and wilted bark in trees. And Hephaestians are somewhat humanoid. They're basically humans. So it's skeletons, bark, wilted grass, and rusted metal all over with chitons, and it's a bit messy from the attacks. This building, however, is decrepit. The front door has just enough power where the sliding doors are still like opening and closing slowly. So it's just constantly like a
Okay. Yeah.
Are the sliding doors roughly big enough for a mech to get through?
Nah, it's for person. It's not. It's not
Okay.
big enough for mech. This is person. You don't have to. I mean, if anyone wants to go with Larry, they can.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna break the door so it stays open and walk inside.
You can just do that. I just let you do that. You just what do? You just take done and you just slice through the metal and the glass and just break the door open.
Yeah, I think so.
Crash.
Good job, Billy.
I would like to refer to everyone on the paper to basic moves. Basic moves that you can do is Weather the Storm is when you have to do something under pressure. Read the Room is like your perception check. Dispel Uncertainties is when you feel like you need information on something. And the other moves are for when you are essentially like in your mech fighting. In your mech or when you're fighting. Anyway, you've done that. You've cracked in the door. What you find is the first floor, which is reception. And the building says Home Labs Disease Environmental Control, which is kind of like you've been told by your informants that essentially this was a government building researching into disease and trying to make sure that diseases in plants in the areas does not mutate, because then that would lead to possibly affecting them. So this is a building for that type of research. In the reception, you mind making me a roll?
For sure. What am I rolling?
Let's see here. Would you like to roll Read the Room or Dispel Uncertainties?
Hang on.
If you go onto the character sheet page, right next to downtime, actually I'll move it closer actually. Right next to your group name, Nyanners, is moves and rules, and it'll tell you exactly.
Okay, there we go. So, roll sense.
Mm-hmm. So which is going to be?
Okay.
Is it going to be Read the Room or Dispel Uncertainties?
Let me see. So that one's roll sense. This one's roll no. I'm gonna read the room.
Okay. You've used Roll20 enough times, right?
Okay.
It's
Usually
/roll or /r
Yeah.
1
Or case, or
D number
or-
number D number.
or you can go onto the left side and click on the one that says dice, and it'll give you like an easier to click sit up. Okay. Anyway, so
I know. Sorry.
So you are Read the Room. When you read the room, to get insight on your situation, roll plus sense. On a 10 plus, hold 3. On a 7 to 9, hold 1, and spend it 1 for 1 to ask the following questions. Your hold lasts until you leave the current situation or it changes significantly. What you're rolling is you're rolling 2d6, and you are adding the numbers together, plus your sense. So what's your sense?
My sense is 0.
Okay, so you're just rolling 2d6 You're just rolling 2d6, and you want a 10 plus.
So it's just /R2d6, right? Because I have Dimpus's character sheet on in Blades in the Dark, so usually I just use that. But
Yeah.
I don't appear to have a character sheet length.
Yeah, we don't have character sheets. You're just controlling the tokens. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Okay, there it goes.
4 4s and 8, mixed success. Okay, so with that, you can ask one of these questions, and then roll with advantage when you act on the answer to what you've asked. So here's questions. You can pick one of these. Who has the upper hand here? What is being overlooked or obscured here? Where do my hooks pull me? How does X feel about me? What is X approach? Which means what is their like Pokemon type? How is X at risk or in peril? And how can I find X?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with what's obscured here.
What is being obscured here? What's being obscured here is that there was recent movement. And it's not humanoid movement. What you've seen is been like three-toed, it's like weird insectoid like feet marks hitting up the stairs, and disturbed dust, and like all the bodies have seemed like they've been here for a long while. But there's been like, you can see that the footprints show that someone was carefully trying not to leave any evidence of like that someone was here. They're trying to make it seem as if everything has been undisturbed, so there's still traction in this building.
Yeah, someone's here who doesn't want to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And you get +1 on your next roll when you act on this question.
Okay, I'm gonna commit to Larry being a dumbass. I'm gonna commit. He just yelled, "Anybody here?"
Jesus Christ. How am I gonna just do this? Fuck.
Sorry, man, I gotta commit.
You hear, let's see here, what do I want to do that as? You say that and you're still on the first floor? You stay on the first floor?
Yeah, I'm not gonna move yet.
You're like in the doorway.
You immediately hear rustling up on the third floor. You immediately hear like rustling up on the third floor.
Yeah, alright. So I'll go out and update the mech folks. Just, I think someone's upstairs. I guess I'll go up. I'm gonna keep an eye out for what's interesting stuff on the second floor, I guess. Gotta be.
Okay. On the second floor, you see samples and collections. Here you see like multiple like. You're not. Let's see. Do you think you were born here, or would you come here from Equestria?
I think I came here.
Okay, you were part of the original people that survived. Yeah, you've been here the past 5 years. You've lived. You haven't seen all the animals and flora and fauna, but the things here are definitely strange. It's like little bits of like purple tulips and like the tooth of like some weird basilisk creature. Many of things that are completely alien to you. As you are like looking around and keeping your eyes out, would you like to make another roll? Would you like to make another read the room roll or something of that nature?
Yeah, I'll try to read the room again. I want to see if is there like more scrambling around up here, or are there things displaced?
Okay, 2d6. Plus, let's see, are you acting on the questions before? Not really, because it's like I said, hey, someone's trying to be sneaky, and you did the exact opposite. you're not being quiet, so I don't think you get the +1.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. Ooh.
Ooh, that's not good.
That's not good. On a failure, you may ask one of the above questions immediately, but the answer creates a problem and puts you in danger. So you can still answer one of these questions, but that means I'm going to set this up. So, which of these questions do you want to ask?
What's being obscured in here? Or actually, I should ask one of the ones about the other person. What were the questions again?
Who has the upper hand?
How can I find it?
It's on again. It's on tab. It says moves and rules. The question.
Sorry.
The questions are: who has the upper hand here? What is being overlooked or obscured here? Where do my hooks pull me? How does X feel? How does X feel? What is X's approach? How is X at risk or in peril? Or where can I find X?
Where can I find the person sneaking around up here?
Where can I find the person sneaking around?
Yeah, I think.
I think immediately the answer is above you. As you immediately feel the weight of something coming down on you. Let's see here.
Hey guys, I found it!
You just immediately someone's on top of your back. I need you to roll Weather the Storm. When you weather the storm to do something safely under pressure, roll either roll +Defy, +Know, or +Sense.
Alright, I'm gonna roll +Defy.
Okay.
So that's +1.
So yeah, that'll be 2d6 +1. Oh, it's a 6. I need you to alright, well, Larry, I'm gonna need you to on your danger sheet, I need you to put in the danger you've been poisoned.
A poison? Okay.
As this person who's on top of your back, you can feel the chitinous hard skin of a changeling, and right as you are trying to like get them off and yank them off, you feel the feeling of like a tip going straight into your side. Yeah, you feel that tip of that going straight into your side. As a tail, a scorpion-like tail has now kind of injected something into you, so take the risk poisoned.
Okay.
Do any of us see this?
No, you guys are still in your mechs. Larry, are you saying anything?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be like,
Just like overcomes.
yeah.
Larry, you good?
No.
You want us to come help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second floor.
Okay. We'll be there.
Anyone gonna hop out their mechs to go and help Larry, or?
Yeah.
Alright, Sprongle, you're hopping out of your mech.
I'm gonna stay in guard in case of anything coming from outside.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna go and make another clock. It's just gonna be a 4-step clock. Alright, reach Larry, it's gonna be at 1. It's gonna take you a while to find Larry and get up there. Larry, though, you have been poisoned. What's standing before you is a large scorpion-like person. Let's see here. What you are looking upon is called a larval June, scorpion-like bodyguard for the 100-foot march VIP. This is essentially like a big scorpion person with a scorpion tail and everything, and on their hip is 2 Berettas.
Okay.
They have leapt off your back, and they have like scrambled over a desk of beakers and vials, and are now like essentially now like trying to take aim at you. What are you doing?
I'm hitting them. I'm going for the. I think the tail. I'm just gonna aim towards towards try to cut off the tail so it can't stab me again.
Alrighty then. That's going. So you're gonna have to roll me a clash. Let's see here. Hold up 1 second.
Yes.
Let's see here. Moves. Okay. Hold up 1 second. Let's see. Moves. Okay, so you're.
Get out of my table. Don't do that.
Oh no, the cats.
Yeah. Me.
Okay, you're good. Alright, you gotta roll me a exchange blows. When you exchange blows with a foe capable of defending themselves, roll plus clash. Whichever is more appropriate. Advance the gravity clock if you have one. On 10 plus, so roll 2d6 plus your plus exchange blows.
Okay. Is that the same as my clash? Because my clash is +2.
Okay. Also, you are tier 3. This guy is tier 2, meaning you get advantage. So you're gonna be rolling 3d6 plus your clash, and you're adding the 2 highest dice.
Okay. Alright, 3d6 +2. Let's go.
Ooh, let's see here. That's a 6 plus a 3 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's 11. That's a 12.
Yeah.
With that, on a 10 plus, either your opponent takes a risk or you take a risk and put your opponent in peril. So do you want to, just put a risk on them for free, or do you want to give them a peril and you take a risk in return?
I've been given a risk, so I will just give them a risk as well.
Alright, the person who gets it explains what it is. Can you tell me what you were trying to do again?
Oh, I was trying to, cut off the tail so I could not be further poisoned.
Alright, so this is a risk, so it's not permanent. So
That's fair.
you're going to give him the risk, worried. As he's, now he's unable to essentially use his main, weapon, which would further debilitate you. As he's now he's gonna keep trying to fall back instead of firing on you. He's trying to now escape to the upper floor. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm going to put myself between him and the stairs. Try to keep him in here.
All right, let's see. That's gonna be act under pressure. Let's see here. I'm gonna tick up on the clock for this, so Sprongle, you can reach Larry.
No.
While you're doing that, Seda, you get a ping on your radar that something is getting close. What are you doing? Fish? Fish?
Eh?
Did he leave?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, he's got himself muted.
He's muted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fish.
Sorry, yeah, sorry about that. I was getting confused with my character name for a minute there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that my character name's Stata. Sorry, I keep thinking it's someone else. So what do you said? I pick up something on my radar?
Yes, you're picking up movement on your radar, and it's getting close.
Do I know where it is?
Would you like to roll for me? Would you like to roll, read the rune or dispel uncertainties? One is, read the rune is plus sense, and dispel uncertainties is plus no.
Honestly, it really doesn't matter which one it is, because it's the same modifier, but...
Okay. Read the room gives you kind of options. Dispel uncertainties is me giving you information. Giving you immediate information. So read the room is read the room is like long-term information. Dispel uncertainties is like in the moment.
I'm gonna do the in the moment, so dispel uncertainty, I believe it was. So.
Alright, we dispel uncertainties by clarifying an unknown or asking a question. Roll plus no. So roll me 2d6 plus your no.
Alright, then. 2d6. What the? Number. 2d6. Plus 1. Enter. What the? My no is 1, so.
You didn't hit plus, you hit equals 1.
Okay, then yeah, well, whatever. I did 2d6, so I'll just accept that my no is 1, so just add that, so it's...
Yeah, so it's 5 plus 2, which is 7, which is 8, so that's a mixed success. That's a mixed success. So, on a mixed success...
Well, it's plus 1, so it's technically 8, but...
So it's 8, yeah, so it's a mixed success.
Yeah.
A mixed success 7 to 8. The director will tell you something potentially useful, but it's up to you to discern what. The director might ask you to explain how you know the information or where did you learn it. Okay, so, I'm going to tell you, you know that there's something, small. How do you learn this information? What is the thing that you are picking up on that making you realize something is closing in that's small?
I guess heat signatures on the sensors or something?
Perfectly fine. It's interesting you say that because this thing has a very low heat temperature. And with that, from the fog of the chaos particles, you feel, you kind of get this weird feeling as something shadowy out in the shadow. Within the fog of the chaos particles, there is extra smoke and fog. And suddenly, this weird substance comes flying out. I would like you to roll a Weather the Storm for me.
What will that be?
That is either a plus defy to dodge, a plus no to make it through with quick thinking, or plus sense to notice quiet cues.
I will try dodging.
Okay, so that's plus defy. So that's 2d6 plus your defy.
Yep.
And... Oh, okay, you got... Alright, you got another 8. That's another mixed success. Mixed success. You succeed, but at some cost. It'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or you'll burn a point of spotlight as you take dramatic action. So which of these... So it'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or do you want to take a risk?
I don't remember what risks are.
Risk is the damage you're going to be taking. So essentially, it's like a risk is something that is giving you an issue in the it's damage. It's going to take it's an issue, but it's not long term, which means there is narrative ways of shaking it off.
All right. I believe I have enough shields and stuff. I got to whatever.
I mean, yeah. Do you want to use your ward?
I'm trying to just, like, remember where everything is on my sheet. Sorry about that. Yeah.
It's fine.
The...
So, your mech... So, you have a building for your mech called warding, which means that if you spend your power, if you use your subsystem, then you will block a risk and turn it into nothing. So do you want to spend your first so do you want to spend your first of 4 to block this?
I'll just take the risk.
All right, you'll just take the risk. All right, a weird sizzling goo. A weird sizzling goo comes flying out. Hold up. There we go. Slime. Beam. A weird, like, goo comes flying out towards your mech and splatters it. And you're going to take the, you're going to type into your sheet, where it says risk, type in, splattered. As this goo is now, like, basically in your servos, it's kind of making it hard for you to move. Or you can just say slimed.
Yes.
As something over here in the... As something over here in the area over here is hiding behind these sandbags. And it's not too small, but it's small compared to your mech. While that's happening, Larry, you, this, scorpion-like person is now, instead of, they were gonna ball through you, but they see that you're in the way, so they're just gonna open fire on you. With their 2 Berettas. I'd like you to weather the storm for me again.
Okay.
And, again, what are you using? Are you using Defy, are you using No, or Sense?
I'm using Defy.
Alright, you're using Defy, so roll 2d6 plus Defy. You are still tier 3, so you still have advantage on this, so you're rolling 3d6, and you're adding your Defy. And we're adding up the 2 highest dice. So 3d6 plus your Defy. Let's see, that's a 4 and a 3 plus a 1. That's a mixed success. That's an 8. So that's an 8. So that's a mixed success. With that, you exceed, but at some cost. It'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or you take a risk.
Yeah, I think the one where it's gonna take longer than I thought.
Alright,
This guy is very distracting from the mission, you see.
Okay, he is just opening fire on you, Tomb Raider style, with his 2 Berettas, and you are, you like blocking it with, Billy?
Yeah.
You're just spinning your halberd around and then blocking the shots, and,
Yeah, when killing it like I know what I'm doing.
I think one of the bullets flies into a canister that goes, psss, and just a green smog comes flying out. Another bullet goes and hits a specimen, and green goo with like a tentacle comes sprilling out onto the floor. So how I'm going to get that, how I'm going to wave that is, just so you know, okay, just so you know, this one that says, well, actually, no. Let me change the name because I don't think this is, and I'm gonna tip this up again. There we go. There we go. So I'm gonna tick that up, but also I'm going to tip up again, the clock for, reaching Larry.
Just overcome. Just gonna be like, hey Larry, I'm almost there. You good?
Getting shot at.
Oh, okay.
Seda, we're gonna go back to you. You, cut through the fog. You're able to cut through the fog a bit. And from the fog, deep underneath, and from the fog itself, you can see, like, the glimmering of something that is just barely visible. There's something over here that seems to be kind of just keeping itself invisible.
Okay.
What did you like to do?
I'm gonna change to my alt set 1.
Okay. Let me see what that alt set is, and what is you changing your stats to? What are your stat changes? What are your new stats?
Defy 2, Sense 2, Clash 2, Talk -2, No -2.
Okay. All right, then we'll keep that in mind. What would you like to do? There's there's someone over here that's invisible, it seems, and you can't see them. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try using Sense to sense them if I can.
Okay, so that is going to be so that's going to be the move. Let's see here. That's going to be would you if okay, so that's going to be reading the room.
Reading the room, which is I believe Sense or
Yeah, that's sense. Yeah, that's sense.
All right, then I rolled.
So roll 2d6 plus sense, which is going to be +2 for you.
Oh my God.
That's a bad one.
Ooh.
Oof. You are. Let's see. What does it say? Oh yeah. Wait. I know what this is. On a failure, you may ask one of the above questions immediately, but the answer creates a problem or puts you in danger. So, which one of these questions do you want to ask?
Where's the person attacking me from?
Oh, sorry. What the questions are? The questions are: who has the upper hand here? What is being overlooked or obscured here? Where do my hooks pull me here? How does X feel? What is X's approach? What is X at risk or in peril? Or where can I find X? So I'm guessing you're saying where can I find the invisible person
attacking me? Yeah.
I will say you're gonna find them. Right here. And it's this weird little creature. It's hiding behind the sandbags. What you are looking at is a larval Schaefer. Stalks the streets to invisibly sticky glue wanderers and mechs to be attacked by bigger patrol. And with you knowing that basically means you know there's more on the way.
Alright, I will send a text message informing him that there's going to be more coming this way, so we better hurry up. Via text messages.
The message gets sent, and I think what we are looking at is that the camera goes and jumps to Larry's back pocket as the little message board phone zips as Larry is busy blocking shots from this guy's gun.
You know what? Let's make it a fax instead.
A fax?
Did he print it out back at the office?
Yeah.
Oh, you send it to the ship?
Just to like everyone.
Okay.
Everyone.
Okay, even on the ship, they're aware, Captain Assault Fleet's like, men, get ready! We might have to be a little bit more hot in this mission. We are gonna go back to Larry, with this, and I think at this point, Sprongle, you finally reach Larry. As you see, you see Larry is being, pinned down in this room, and the enemy is looking kind of scared, as Larry is just trying to, not get shot. What are you doing? You kind of have the drop on this guy. He hasn't noticed you yet.
Drop kick.
You have your personal weapons.
Yeah.
You have the ribbit, you have a null blade, and you have your shield brooch.
What's the ribbit?
The ribbit is your weapon that is also connected to your mech. If I remember right, the ribbit was your voice itself. You connected your mech by putting a mask over your face, and that allows you to control the mech with your voice.
Okay.
And when you're outside the mech, the ribbit is essentially your weapon. You croak and deal damage to them on a sub-frequency level.
So you can do croak damage.
All right, I'm gonna. Wait, so I can do the ribbit outside of my mech also.
Yes, this is your personal weapon. This is your personal weapon.
Okay.
You have the ribbit, and you also have your null blade.
All right, I'm gonna exchange blows with my ribbit from
Alright.
across the room.
Alright, well, your ribbit is melee, so you're gonna have to get kind of close.
Oh. Okay.
So, are you okay with that? You gotta get closer.
Yeah, I guess I
Alright.
only have melee weapons.
Yeah. With that means you are exchanging blows. So, that's going to be give me a exchange blows, which is 2d6, plus clash. I will sadly say that your ribbit is elemental. This guy, is profane, which beats elemental, so you're gonna be doing this at desperation.
Ooh.
I mean, it still would have been bad anyway. That's a failure.
Yeah.
I think as you try to move in, he turns around and just unloads into you. Like, he catches you in the cross of his eye, and he just puts both just pulls the trigger on both of his Berettas, and just 2 holes gets put in your chest. I think you need to give me a peril. Give me the peril, perforated.
Okay, where do I put that?
On your sheet where it says dangers, type in the first
Okay.
area perforated, and then change it from a risk to a peril.
Okay.
But hey, your channel goes up. So if you get back in your mech and start doing spells, it's gonna be more, Oh, do you need me to put it in for you? Is it acting weird?
Yeah, it's been weird.
Perforated. Perforated. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, Larry, you just watched your friend jump, ah, bang, 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 and just immediately fall back behind a desk.
Your little gay frog friend just falls to the ground. Just...
Okay, hang on. I'm looking at my weapon tags. I don't remember them.
On your character sheet, if you look, on
Yeah,
your
I
char-
see where they're written down, but I'm consulting the handbook as to what the tags mean because I don't remember.
Okay, so the positive tags you have is Vorpal, Blitz, Defensive, and Ward. To remind you, Vorpal means that you can upgrade a risk once per mission. You can upgrade a risk to a peril immediately, which means that they can't get rid of it. Blitz means that you can once per mission, essentially attack with confidence naturally. Defensive means that you can attack with confidence with exchange blows, and ward means you can block an attack.
Okay.
Well, let me make sure.
Okay. So yeah, just got here and got a freaking shot, so now I think is it fair to say that this guy is bleeding? Because I did hit him.
You got him worried,
True.
but
I'm just trying to see,
there's still a danger.
Yeah.
You got poisoned, he got worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if he runs, is there a way that I can track him?
Oh well, what? I think you have an ability, don't you? Don't you have?
Probably. Hang on.
Let's see here. You have pathfinding. Okay, no, you have pathfinding. I mean, he's still pinned down by you. I don't think he can get past you, so you kind of can act on him. He's just kind of pinned down.
Alright. Yeah, I think I want to try to disarm him.
Sure. Give me and you just use exchange blows.
Yeah.
Again, you're tier 3, he's tier 2, so that means you're gonna do this with advantage. So give me exchange blows. Exchange blows 3d6 plus clash.
3d6 plus 2. Oh my
Whoa!
god!
Shit, dude. Okay, hold up. Alright, hold up. Okay, hold up. So, Ritz is 1. Sprongle is 1. Ritz is 1. Okay.
Oh my god, triple beef it.
And then Ritz
Fucking
has
buffalo,
2.
dude.
That's 2. 2. Okay, Ritz, I need you to give yourself 2 spotlight. Because I forgot, you get XP when you fail, so Ritz, I need you to give yourself 2 spotlight.
Alright.
Or I can do it for you.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that is, so.
Okay, at the bottom of your page, there's advancement, and that's your XP tracker.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, let me do it, I think.
So give yourself 2 spotlight because you failed 2 rolls. Seda, I'm giving you 1 because you failed a roll. You get XP when you remember you fail forward in this system. And,
Yep.
And you get 1 as well.
Where did
So
I just fail?
just wanna- before
I still fucking failed.
before I go and tell you what bad happens.
Oh, no.
I don't think I'm gonna give you another risk. I think I'm just gonna tick up this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tick up this clock again. And I think the bad things that happen is this click goes up, and also he finally rushes past you. Like, you tried to disarm him, he like basically kicks you in the face and keeps running. And goes up the stairs to the 3rd floor.
Is the 3rd floor the top floor?
Nah, there's
Or third floor?
you're on the 2nd floor. Wait, hold up, 2nd floor. No, yeah, the 3rd. No. Yeah, no, he's getting to the top floor. 3rd floor is top floor. He's running up, and you see him running into synthesis department.
Okay.
I think at this point, Larry, you get that message from Seda saying like, "Hey, we're gonna get more company out here. You gotta hurry up."
Boss. I'm gonna go to check on Strongle.
Oh, you wanna go check on Sprongle?
Yeah, just real quick, just like, you got shot.
Yeah.
That's not great, man.
No.
They went up to the 3rd floor. Can you, like, have your mech break through the roof or something?
Can I?
Yes, you can. You can try. You very much can try.
Yeah, man. Just fucking click, just summon it with my key fob.
the mech comes.
I think
Yeah.
it jumps.
You think it
Leap
jump?
like a frog.
You just
Yeah.
let it jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, it just jumps and crashes into the fucking roof. And above you, you hear. "Gah!" You still think that there's still like danger. You think you don't think that like that definitely did give you more time, but you need to make a choice of what you're doing here. Sprongo, are you gonna jump back into your mech, or are you gonna keep going up physically with Larry up the steps?
Well, I have to go upstairs to get to my mech.
Yeah, sure. Alright,
Yeah,
sure.
But I do want to get in my mech.
Alright, so, I'm gonna say, as you guys get up to the top floor, you see, at a terminal is, a person, you see a Hephaestion with a lab coat, and, like, half of their face is, like, is like a weeping willow. Like, half of their body is draped by weeping willow, and their hand is mechanical, and they're typing on a computer as they are binded to a chair, and they, like, look over, like, oh my god, please get me out, and just, a large equine-like figure, waltzes over to him and puts her hoof over his hand, and this is you know Lady Demetress?
Yeah.
Imagine Lady Demetress if she was, like,
A
bug horse.
Of course.
If
Okay,
she was, like,
it's going to imagine a Clydesdale.
yeah, like a
I
really,
mean, you're showing the image of. Is this Chrysalis or?
No, this is not. This is this is someone else. In this room, she is basically keeping him shut, as forcing him to keep working. And she walks up with such a very weird, elegant grace for something that looks so misshapen. Very much like I said, think of Lady Demetress if she was this like weird horse-like bug creature with like multiple eyes and like a big, toothy, nasty grin. Her body is white with those holes going through it in multiple ways. And she kind of says, "Oh, hello there. It's nice to meet you. My name is Lady So. You seem to be interrupting me during a very important situation, and I'm going to need you to stay out of this." And she snaps her fingers, and the original guard who has rushed up has turned around, and from the ceiling, another one of those scorpion guards goes flopping down and has now aimed at both of you. Like another scorpion guy, another, what is the name I said for them? Another larval June, bodyguard. And he too has, 2 Berettas.
Okay. Very. Throw me to my neck. Absolutely.
What are you doing?
Can I pick up Sprongle and just throw them to their neck?
Oh, sure. I won't even make you roll for that. You just do it.
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
I just dunk him.
Sprongle, you're in your mech. It goes as it covers you, and you are now in your mech. There isn't a lot of room here. You have to basically break through the ceiling to get room.
Okay.
But like you're gonna have to like, but you're gonna be like moving at a disadvantage here. But with that, the 2 bodyguards like nod at each other and start to open fire on both the mech and you, Larry. Larry, what would you like to do?
Okay. They're shooting. I want to try to get to the doctor. I want to try to get past them.
Okay, so that's going to...
And I can push them aside with, like, the shaft of my halberd.
Let's see here. Okay, that's not going to help with the thing. Okay, well, I will tell you, both of these guys are profane, and you're profane too, so, like, would this be, what type of role would this be? I think this would just be Weather the Storm. So I think this would just be a Weather the Storm.
Okay.
Would you like to change your type to get, well, actually, hold up. What is it? Hold up. One second. Let's see. Your weapon, Billy. Let me go and look this up. Again, Blitz. What does Blitz do again? You may spend this tag once per scene to make a move with confidence. If you'd like to, you could... Well, nope. You're already one thing... So, yeah. Would you like to change your approach to get, Wait, hold up. God, I just read it. What the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I just read it. Oh, confidence. Okay, no, you already. Oh, you don't need to do that. Would you like to use the blitz for Billy to get confidence on this roll, which means all ones will become sixes?
We've been rolling a lot of ones. I think I would.
All right. What does it look like when you activate blitz? What blitz does is gives you confidence, means that all ones become sixes. So what does it look like when you activate Billy's blitz?
I think I like windmill it around over my head and just kind of slam it against the ground.
And it gives
You
off.
know,
Like
I'm being showy about it, and then I just kind of rush him.
All right. So this is going to be weather the storm. This is going to be a weather the storm. What is it? Wait. Let's see. You're using. I'm gonna guess you're using defy.
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna be 3D. That's gonna be 3d6. So you're still tier 3. It's gonna be 3d6. Plus your defy. All ones become sixes.
Okay. If I just do ones again, I got 2 ones.
Nice.
It's a good thing you
Man,
use your
I'm
blitz.
so glad I used blitz. I'm
So
so glad
those-
I used blitz.
So those ones become sixes. That's a
That's a
6 plus a
13.
6 plus a 1 is a 13. So that
That's a
complete.
Incredible.
Yeah, you bowl them over. They just don't see it coming as you just bowl them over and you get straight to the professor. And she's like, "What?
You need to come with me. Right now.
I will not." Oh, sorry. Are you getting for the professor or are you trying to get to Lady Soul?
I'm going to the professor.
Okay, the professor is there. Yeah, you get to the chair. You get to where the professor is like, "Ah!
You with
Yeah.
me.
I'd like to, but," and then you see him wiggling, and there's like goo. That goo is there's a sticky goo around him that's like holding him
Oh.
to the seat.
So nasty.
Speaking of
That's
goo,
kind of nasty.
going from Seda, we're going to you with the mittens. The little bugger is now moving in closer, and they're trying to spray you again with that glue. Mind rolling me another weather the storm.
Right. What is the stat that uses weather the storm?
You choose. Do you want to use defy to dodge plus no for quick thinking, or plus sense to notice quiet cues?
I'm gonna use defy to dodge.
All right, so that's going to, so this thing is a tier 2, so you have this is a tier 2, so that means you get to roll 3d6. So you roll 3d6 plus
Two.
your defy. So 3d6 plus 3d6 plus 2, and we're taking the 2 highest. So that's a 6 and a 5 plus a 2 gives you 13. That you do it with success. You dodge out of the way. Would you like to move as well, or?
Yeah, I'll move closer so I can try using my claws.
Oh, sure. So yeah, you dodge it and you jump right on top of this little
Okay.
fucker. You jump right on top of this fucker. Would you like to slice this bitch up?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my claws.
All right.
Claw 3.
All right, use your claws. What are the tags on your claw? Let's see. What's the tags on your
Melee,
claw?
Bane, Intimidate.
Intimate.
Oh, Intimate, yeah.
All right. Okay, so with that, so I need you to roll exchange blows, which is 2d6, which is gonna be 2d6 plus 2d6 plus clash. There is no type advantage here. It is Bane. It is let's see here. It is profane, and you are mundane, which means there's no differences. But you are tier 3, so that means you're going to be rolling again 3d6 plus clash, and you're picking and we're taking the 2 highest numbers. Woo!
Same thing.
Same fucking thing.
Damn.
All right. Do you want to give it a risk? Do you want to give it a risk, or do you want to give yourself a risk and give it a peril?
Let's give it a peril.
All right. So tell me, what peril is it taking?
Let's go with mutilated.
Oof. Sure thing. It's taking mutilated as you have like sliced this bitch up.
Nice.
It's like, but you're gonna have to take a risk, and you tell me what risk you take. You tell me what risk you take. I have an idea, but you tell me what risk you're taking.
Can I use a ward?
Yes, you can use ward for this.
I will use a ward.
Alright, I think what happens is he tries to, like... He's, like, really close to dying. He is now ready to be struck decisively against, and he tries to spit a little bit more on you, and you just kind of, like, wipe it... I don't know, what do you use? I don't know what your ward looks like. What does your ward look like? What's your shield?
Let's do a little... let's do a cat paw pad.
Cat... What's that?
Let's see here. You mean like a charm or like what the shield looks like?
Yeah, what does the ward for your mech look like?
Oh.
Does it look like... Is it like a bubble shield? Is it like...
Let me try this thing real quick here. Let's just take this one right here. Copy link address. Throw it into here.
So it's like a giant, so it's just a giant paw pad that blocks it?
Energy, yeah. Made of energy that blocks it.
Alright. Alright. Alright, it's just a giant paw pad that just pssts, and it just demulates. Would you like to strike decisively?
Sure thing, let's finish it off with another claw, I guess.
Alright, strike decisively is, let's see here, let's look up the move to make sure we're doing this correctly. When you strike decisively against someone who is defenseless, roll plus clash or plus talk, whichever is more important. So that's going to be 3d6, plus your clash.
Earthen slash R. 3d6.
Plus your clash.
You said I could use talk, right?
Do you want to use talk to tell it to stand down?
Baby, why are you putting on the trash? Don't do that.
If you do it, if you do that, I'll give you a spotlight.
-2.
You doing talk?
Yeah, I'm gonna use talk.
All right. Let's see. Taking the two highest numbers. That's a 6. Let's see here. Wait, we gotta be careful. There's a 6 and a 5 minus 2. So that's 6 plus a 5. That's 11. That's a 9. It's a mixed success though. But I'm gonna give you spotlight for that because you.
And I'm just gonna use like the text like stand down, like a text rolling across my face, which is basically an LED screen.
Oh, that's kind of scary though. That's actually kind of scary though. All right, I'm gonna put it in for you. You get you're getting I'm gonna give you spotlight for that because you tried you're shit, not 21. Holy fuck.
No, give it to me. That was my worst stat and everything.
I'm gonna give you another spotlight advancement for acting against your hook, for doing your best. I struggle with communicating my thoughts and feelings. You stepped out of yourself for a half a second. But let's see here. But it's a mixed success. So 7 to 9, you succeed as you see this above, but choose one. You overreach or underestimate, take a risk. You waste ammo or words, losing use of a weapon until you can rearm, or losing the weight of some bargaining chip or some piece of leverage, or you strike carelessly and cause collateral damage beyond your expectations.
Sure thing. I'll use up my ammo and my claws.
All right. So I think you cut into it so much that the claws get brittle, and you're gonna have to find some other way to rearm, which is a thing you can do. It's called cooldown. One thing you can do is called cooldown. Let's see here. Cooldown to reroll. You or they erase a risk or untick overheat. Okay, no, sorry, no. So you can't. So you don't have any way of getting those weapons back though, until the end of the mission. Just a heads up.
Oh. Well, then what was the other options then?
The other options are you overreach or underestimate, take a risk, or you strike carelessly, causing collateral damage beyond your expectations.
Lateral.
All right, you tell him to stand down, and he definitely does. He like cowers in his little puddle of his weird sickly blood, but his cowering does something, and the fog begins to wash away in these areas as you start seeing rumbling coming out from the ground and the sound of wings flapping.
Oh, great.
So for all intents and purposes, I'm going to give this guy a little thingy saying that he's standing down. I'm going to say this is his... Wait, is it not showing?
Just change the color of the background to like gray or something like that, or like just.
Oh wait, you're over top of him, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna give him a little yellow, little blit to say that he's standing down. Anyway, but yeah, so you know that reinforcements are coming. That's the collateral damage. Is like, oh, there's more people coming, and they're much more heavy combatants. Back to the other side. Sprongle, what are you doing?
Okay, so my mech is just like in the ceiling, kind of.
Yeah, you kind of crashed through the ceiling. Oh, hold up. That's my mom. Hold up. Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Oh. Hello. Yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot. I got really sucked into something. Sorry. I'm home. I'm safe. All right. All right, Mommy. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm back.
Okay, so does my mech fit in the room?
I mean, I feel like what it is like, it's kind of like the bottom half is in the room, and the top half is like, going through the ceiling.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna punch apart the ceiling.
Sure. I don't really know what to make you roll there. Also, hold up. My shit is acting weird again.
Oh no.
What the fuck is this my
Try
flow?
again. I forgot what eat. I'm like, what?
Hold up for 1 second.
Okay.
What they don't tell you about
What is
For
this my
shame.
flow? There we go.
is that and you have to.
Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. What were you saying? Okay, so what are you doing? You say you're just crashing through the ceiling? You're just cracking open the ceiling?
Yeah.
Alright,
If I can, I would like to do that above the two goons.
okay, let's see. Well, you don't have anything that says area. You don't have any weapon that says area.
No.
Let's see here. What are we doing here? So you're just using your fists to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'll just make this a weather the storm. Would you like to use, the blitz on your hands to give yourself, confidence on this little maneuver?
Okay, what am I up to?
One of your weapons is Astir Fist, which is just your mech has arms, and since you're using it to crack through the ceiling to, like, I'm guessing drop debris on them, I'm guessing that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll let you use the blitz on your fist to make this roll with, confidence.
Yeah, okay.
Which I think you should do because actually these guys are profane and you're... Wait, hold on. Nope, you're fine. Actually, no. Actually, you don't need to use blitz because your mech is divine and they're profane.
Okay.
So you don't gotta use blitz. You just have confidence and you're tier 3, which means you're gonna roll with advantage. So for this, so you're
Cool,
adding...
because I can't add anything to that.
So, yeah. So, what is it? So, what is it? Weather the storm. So what have you? So weather storm. What are you doing? You're using This feels like you're using no. This is a very smart maneuver.
Yeah.
So this is 3d6 plus no. All ones become 6s.
So I do not add anything.
Okay, your two highest ones is a 4 and a 3, which gives you 7, so it's
7.
mixed success. So it's mixed success means you get what you want, but you succeed, but at some cost. It'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or burn a point of spotlight as you take dramatic action.
I feel like just using the fist was probably not the best call for ripping this ceiling apart. So I think it's going to take a little longer than I thought.
Okay, so I'm gonna say basically, I'm gonna use that as saying like they're now distracted. They're now distracted.
Stronghold is?
They're gonna be distracted, and you're gonna be busy with that. And I'm going to tick up. Fuck. All right, so I said that worked.
And they got distracted?
Yes, I'm gonna. They're both taking basically taking a risk distracted. They're both taking the risk distracted. Which means that for one of them can be strike decisively.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if you want to do that. Maggie, would you like to take one of them out?
Sure.
Alright, so that means you're going to be... That means I'm going to need you to strike decisively, which is when you strike decisively against someone who is defenseless, roll plus clash. So here's the thing: you are rolling 3d6 plus clash, and you are all ones become 6s because again, they're profane and you are divine. So 3d6 plus your clash, all ones become 6s.
Okay. Oh, you.
Oh! That's a 6 plus a 5 plus 2.
13.
Another 13.
Yeah, what happens to one of these scorpion guys?
I'm
guessing you're still using your fists?
Yeah, I guess.
What do you do with one of these scorpion guys? One of them is like buried underneath the rubble and can't stop you from whatever you do to the next guy.
In the face?
Squish him.
I was thinking maybe just grab and squish.
Oh, just grab and squish and just throw his splattered scorpion corpse back onto the fucking floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is what I love about, like, again, this system. He took the risks worried and distracted, and that was enough to kill him.
Nice.
You didn't have to do damage. You just had to get an opportunity to kill him.
Cool.
Which you got your opportunity in the mech. So he's dead. So that's your first kill.
Yay!
I'm gonna take it to Larry, and then I'm gonna take it to Seda. Larry, what are you doing? You have Lady So is behind you, and you feel the cold metal of a gun to the back of your head, and she goes, "Leave him be right now. He has important work to do."
Larry, watch out!
Let's see. I have an idea. Wait. Okay. She has a gun to the back of my head. So she's like right up behind me.
Yep.
Um, should I hit her with my big sword or should I shoot her with my tiny gun?
Which is cooler.
Either way, I think you have to do is like.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go for cool points. I'm gonna be, yeah.
Yeah,
I take out my weapon. It's just,
I think gun.
yeah, it's just a little gun. I'm gonna be frank with you. I think the guy needs some time off. Go around and like just shoot her.
Yeah.
For reference, just reaching over their head, just shooting behind them.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna be roll for let's see, what was the tags on your Frank? See, what was the tags on Frank?
It's ranged, reload, concealable, and defensive.
Defensive means that you can re-roll this. So you're rolling. Okay, so you're rolling exchange blows. It means if you want to use your defensive, you can use your defensive to re-roll this. That's what defensive does. It allows you to re-roll exchange blows.
Okay, so yes, if I beef it, can I say I use defensive after I beef it?
We'll see. Okay, so here's the thing, Lady So, she is arcane, and Frank is the same as you, which is mundane. So you actually have advantage on this. So you actually have confidence on this. You got confidence.
Was the right thing to go with.
Yeah, you're mundane. For Frank is mundane too. So she's arcane. So this is actually gonna. So you have confidence with this. And your, let's see, are you a tier? And you're a tier higher than her. So this is going to be 3d6 plus clash. All ones become 6s.
Yeah, Fish. Larry on foot is the same class as we are in our mechs.
Oh no, I did the same thing. Okay, hang on. So, what? I clicked something on Roll20 and it's being weird. What am I rolling?
You're rolling.
So how many guys?
So you're rolling 3d6 plus clash.
Okay.
All ones become 6s because not only are you a tier higher than her, but also you are mundane, she is arcane, and Frank is the same approach as you, same type. So Frank is mundane, she's arcane. She's like magically, she's trying to basically use magic on you, and you like, I cast gun.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, baby.
So 3d6
This is a
plus.
5.
You don't.
Hell yeah.
Just rolled a 6, so that's a 6 and a 5 plus a 2.
Another 13.
Oh, that's a 13. Okay, so with exchange blows.
Done.
I think that's our lucky number.
Yeah.
Right at 13.
So with that, exchange blows. Then now you tell me. Sorry, yeah, with exchange blows. You tell me. Do you want to give her a risk for free, or do you want to give her a peril and you take a risk in exchange?
I think this would be worth it to take another risk. I want to get her perilled.
All right. So so what's the peril you're gonna give her?
I mean, also, I think peril makes sense narratively because you're reaching behind your head and shooting her.
Mm-hmm. And, sorry, there's a lot of tabs. Can I find what the perils are?
Oh, no, peril is something you make up. So a risk is something that can be...
I just make it up.
Yes, it's just like, narratively, what's the thing that you're doing to her that she cannot fix right now? She will have to return the base to take care of this problem.
Surprise bullet!
Surprised? Outmatched. How about outmatched?
Outmatched. That's outmatched is good.
Outmatched. Yeah, she's gonna take that peril, because she's gonna take that peril, so she's gonna take the peril outmatched, as she is blown backwards, away from you, out the door. She goes flying past you, out the door, and she goes rolling. With that, I think I'm going to go and one of these clocks, I'm gonna tick down this clock.
Alright.
As she is now out, she is like, she took that and went flying out. And she's like, she's just like, she's like, blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. Hold on, let me go to my list of names. Go to my list of names. She goes, Angel Whitefly, come with me! And the scorpion guy digs himself out, and they start to run out of the room.
Pussy.
They start running. Mittens, or, Seda, you are standing here as you watch, from the balcony comes this, again, this older changeling lady with, like, Lady Demonstrescu, like, outfit and headdress, all white, and she comes running out with a scorpion, like, body armored, personnel, and right as you see her, from the depths of the ground comes springing out these two fuckers.
Chain gun.
From the ground comes from the ground comes, let's see here, comes, a nymph Terra Hulk, burrowing through the ground, large hulking creature that burrows out of the ground to knock over mechs before gunning them down, and a nymph Flay Hornet, flying infantry unit able to harry and wield down standard mechs. And as one comes up from the ground, the other one flies down. You watch as this lady comes out and says, "Kill them!" As she starts running away. Into, like, this direction. And heading into the fog of the chaos particles.
Which direction? I couldn't see it.
She is running, this direction. She's
Okay.
running. Like, she came out over here and is running off into this direction, into the
Okay.
fog.
Running up the street. Okay.
Can I be able to respond to that or no?
What do you want to do? You got two big boys right now that are gonna barrel down on you.
I have an idea.
Sure, what is it?
Well, for something I can do.
Okay. I'm gonna go and chain gun the big boys.
Alright.
Let's go with the flyer first.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Your chain gun, isn't it area?
Area, yep.
Yeah, so you can hit both of them. And it also has blitz, so if you want to, you can make this with confidence.
Sure thing.
Alright, so let me look at it's
two-handed, so I just basically reach around the back, grab a giant
So
gun and
I suggest you do this because actually this isn't gonna give you confidence. Okay, are you using the blitz for confidence?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will tell you. So this is canceling out because they're elemental and you're mundane, and elemental beats mundane. So you would have done desperation, but by using your blitz, that means you're doing this straight. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It's kind of the disadvantage thing. So you're using blitz to cancel out the desperation to hit them.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to give me a exchange blows. So that's going to be let's see, they're both tier 3, so there's no difference in there. So it's just 2d6 plus clash. Just 2d6 plus clash. Okay, that's a 4 and a 4 plus a 2. That's a 10.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, do you give them risks for free, or do you take one risk to give them both peril?
Let's go with peril again.
All right. So, tell me what's the peril you're giving them. What is something that you're What is this? What is your chain gun doing? That's just. I remember, didn't you say this was like a rocket launcher chain gun? Like it's basically like chain gunning out missiles?
Yeah, it's basically a Warhammer 40k bolter gun that just fires it like a chain gun.
Alright, so what is it that you're giving them? You tell me what peril they're taking.
Exploded.
Popped. Exploded.
Just right, boom.
Boomed. Yep, that's fine. Boomed.
Yeah, my mech's just like heavy artillery.
Nice.
Alright, and you're going to be taking a risk, and I think the risk you're going to be taking is distracted. So write it down, risk distracted. Because you're too busy, like, hitting them with this heavy shot that you can't chase down Lady So. So, what does that make you... So how are you looking exactly? What are the, really quickly, what is everyone's risks and dangers? I believe...
Perforated.
Strongo just has the perforated. Seda, you now have the 2 risks, slimed and distracted.
Yep.
Let's
I
see.
was poisoned, and I think for the last one that I did to make her run away, I got, like, I just wrote recoil.
Okay. You can... Okay, so let me go over what... I think... Seda, you can delete slimed, because I don't think you have slimed anymore. Larry, I don't think you have recoiled anymore.
Okay.
Random explosion.
Happens.
Yeah, we just randomly explode. Okay. So, alright, that's how we're standing here. Larry, are you getting, Professor Mana out?
Trying to. He's duped.
Yeah, I mean...
You can just pick up the chair.
True. Yeah. Just pick up a chair and hand it to Frog.
I think Larry would.
Yeah, pick up him and the chair he's gooped to.
Okay, well, I'm going to put Larry. So, Larry, I'm adding you. So, I'm going to make a turn order now.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold up. I need to delete. Hold up. Can I delete? Oh, no! I had this. I'm trying to delete the turn order from the other game.
Oh.
Okay, hold up. Clear. Clear. Okay, there we go. Alright, so, Larry. Add to turn order. Okay, there we go. Alright, so Larry, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick up Dr. Mana and I guess the chair that they are duped to, and I guess I'm going to take them to Strongle. Be like, can you carry this? Can you hold this for me?
Reaches out a mech hand, just share.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, alright, that's Larry, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Handling up. Alright, next I'm gonna give the next one is the Terra Hulk. Terra Hulk is next. And the Terra Hulk. Really, I did not. Wow.
Given apparel.
You gave it apparel, yes.
Yeah.
Let me go here. Terra Hulk. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. It has range, defensive, and impact. Okay, so what's going to happen is the Terra Hulk's going to pull out his Lewis gun, which is like, it's like a long, like, you know how, airplane, like old-timey airplanes with have like guns, have like machine guns, and there's like a barrel on top of it, like a long-rimmed circle for ammunition?
Uh-huh.
Like, that's what he basically does. He basically pulls out that. Think of the Heavy from Team Fortress 2. He
an
pulls out...
alternate name for a Tommy gun?
It's called a Lewis gun. Which is funny when you think about it. It does make you wonder, Lewis and Tommy.
Yeah.
Say hello to my friends, Lewis and Tommy. Yeah, but he pulls out what's called a Lewis gun. It's an actual gun. And he's going to fire on... He's going to fire on... He's gonna fire on Sprongle. Sprongle,
no.
I'm gonna have you roll me a Weather the Storm.
I'm still half entrenched in this building.
You cracked your roof off.
Well, there's still walls.
This is a big guy with a big gun.
Okay.
Big guy with a big gun. So roll me Weather the Storm. Are you using Defy to dodge, Know to have quick thinking, or Sense to notice like quiet cues?
I guess no. Doesn't make any difference. I don't have any bonuses here.
All right. What's the smart, clever thing you're doing to look out for these bullets?
Ducking behind the still standing walls.
Sure. So that's there's no difference in here in scale. You're both tier 3, so this is just gonna be a 2d6 roll. Let's see. He's elemental and you're divine. There's no difference there. So
Okay.
So it's
No
just,
interaction.
So 2d6 plus your no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10. So yeah, you dodge. You just and you just dodge. You just like the walls take the shots for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who wants to go next on your side?
Would it be possible to just like open up my cockpit and put the guy inside my mech?
You don't have extra space, so I'm gonna say no. I mean, you're gonna probably. I mean, do you want to call in the ship to come get you, to give you backup? Like,
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt.
all right. You radio over. Let's see here. Who are you radioing over? Are you calling for the captain or one of the navigators?
Captain, I guess.
Captain Saltfleet. Yeah, what's up?
Target secured.
Target secured.
Need backup.
We're on our way. I'm going to make a clock for that.
What race was Assault Fleet again?
He is a unicorn pony. Let me add another clock. Back up, and I'm only gonna make this 4 o'clock. Okay, they'll be in a little bit. All right, so now I'm okay with that not being your turn. Do you want your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna add.
Okay, so Lady So is running up the street.
Yeah, she's running up the street. She's about to get into the chaos particles, making it hard for you to see her.
Say you
Larry.
forgot to throw the scientist at him.
Yep.
He's about to go into the fog. Fastball.
Let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna throw Larry.
Speedball.
Larry at her.
Speedball. Speedball technique. Ah, jeez. Okay, this is definitely gotta be a Weather the Storm. I know for a fact this is a no. This is definitely like a no, because this is definitely a quick thinking situation. This is definitely Weather the Storm, no. So, this is gonna be, let's see, and this is against them who are tier 2, and Larry is tier 3. So I'm gonna give you advantage on this.
So 3d6?
So yeah, 3d6 plus no. Take the 2 highest. Take the 2 highest.
I believe in you.
We got this, Larry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Holy shit! That's a 6 plus a 3.
Alright, that's a 9.
That's a not. Oh, you don't have anything in no. You have a 0 and no.
Yep.
Damn. All right, that's a 9. That's a mixed success.
Yeah, for Weather the Storm, I can at best I add 0.
Damn. All right. Well. Let's see. On a 7 to 9, you succeed, but at a cost. It'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or you'll burn spotlight. I'll point a spotlight as you take dramatic action, or I can give you a risk. I'll give Larry the risk.
You only have 1 risk,
Currently, yeah.
but you're about to get into close combat with someone.
True.
Person who's
But
1 tier lower than you.
It would make narrative sense.
It would.
I just threw you down the street from the 3rd floor of a building.
I love
I said I
tabletop
would
games.
put me out of it.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right, Larry, you're gonna take bruised as you basically you just like as basically you get if the concrete was water, you get skipped like a stone.
I'm a little more than rude.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
But you do but you do definitely land right. You definitely do land right in front of Lady So before she can get out. With
like a little icon for her.
No, I don't actually have an icon for her because if you guys fucked up, she was gonna have a different icon. So you just got to remember she's there. I will though put her bodyguard, but her bodyguard does have
It's so tiny compared to everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this a guy? Oh.
But that's her bodyguard,
Fun.
who's a tier 2. You did have him in rubble, but that rubble is now gone, so he's back to having no risks. So, but he is a side character, which means he only needs 2 risks to be finished off decisively.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that's one of the Scorpion guys?
Yeah, it's one of the Scorpion guys.
He's bigger than I thought.
Well, he's tier 2. The size does denote. Keep in mind though, Larry is tier 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just also a little guy.
Yeah, you're just a normal sized person, but you are tier 3. You're the anime character with the big fuck off sword who could fight God if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You have the power of God and anime on your side.
Alright, so with that, let's see here. Tenderhawk. Actually, Larry should. Well, Larry's all the way up there. So next is one of them. And I think what's gonna happen is, I think the Terrahawk. Wait, Terrahawk went. So it was you. What is Larry? Then the Terrahawk. Then you. Okay, so his next person is. So the next person is gonna be you, Fish. With Seiya. What are you doing? You're next in the turn order.
Repeat last action. Chain gun to face.
Chain gun again.
Valid.
I mean, that's the only long range weapon I have.
Oh, really?
I only have 2 weapons.
Oh, right. Okay. Alright, that's gonna be, another... So here again. So, you don't have Blitz on this, right?
I do have Blitz.
Do you have Blitz on the chain gun? Oh, but you already
Yep.
used... But you already used it, though, didn't you? I think you can only...
I did use Blitz on it.
Hold up. I think Blitz is like a limited... Let me make sure. I think Blitz is a limited... is a limited tag. Hold up. Let me see. I think Blitz is a limited tag.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you could just spam it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blitz is limited, right? Yeah.
So how much is it? Is it just one-time use, or...?
Yeah, you can only use Blitz once, so you already used your Blitz. So, you are now going to be rolling with... If you're doing this, they're both elemental, you're mundane, so you're going to be doing with Desperation. However,
Yeah.
However, comma, you do have magic if you want to do that instead of firing at them. It's up to you.
How do I use the magic? Is it just like adding elements to the bullets or something, or?
So here's what it is. This move, and this is a little bit of a fun move. Weave magic. When you weave magic to do something taxing with your powers, roll plus channel. On a 10+, you manage to channel the power the way you desire without ill effect. On a 7 to 9, you succeed, but your invocation is twisted in an unexpected and dangerous way. But you have a +2 on channel, so maybe it won't be that bad.
Alright, so then I'll do that then.
Alright, what are you trying to do? You just tell me what you're trying to do. What are you trying to use your weave magic for? What are you hoping to have happen?
Basically, add magical damage to bullets on chain gun.
Okay. So what I would say is, if you do this spell correctly, then if this works out for you, then you won't have to roll. You won't roll desperation. You'll cancel desperation. So this is roll 2d6 plus 2 for weave magic. Oh my god! Wait, hold up.
Hell yeah.
Wait, oh shit, it worked! Oh, it completely worked!
Yeah.
What does this look like? What does it look like when you, when the magic flows into your bolter?
Is it rainbow?
That
It's just a rainbow?
rainbow explosion.
Yes.
Gatling,
Hell yeah.
explosive Gatling gun. It's like it's just like you're firing off white hot fireworks.
It's like I'm firing it. It's like I'm using rave party ammo.
Yep.
Yes.
You just hear Sprongle.
Gay rights.
All right, so now I'm gonna need you to roll exchange blows. So this is you're not gonna be rolling desperation. So there's gonna be 2d6 plus I'm also gonna give you another +1. So it's what's your clash? It's a +2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't give you that. Roll 3d6 plus clash. And I'm gonna give you advantage. Because you did do well on that. Because you did roll well on that weave magic. And that's very important. So 3d6. So that's gonna be a 6 and a 2.
It's gonna be 10.
That's 10. You did okay. So do you want to give them a risk, or you want to give them a risk for free, or do you want to give them another peril and get another risk on yourself? Now, I will say, looking at you, yeah. So do you want to give yourself a risk and give them perils?
Sure.
What do you do, risk or peril?
Peril.
Alright, give them another peril. What's the next peril as you just fire at them? What's another really bad thing that happens to them?
Blinded.
Blinded? Blinded.
Blinded.
Okay, blind. They just cannot see.
Flashbang of there's basically a flashbang of RGB repeatedly to both of them.
Hey, you're doing a really good job of holding them down. But you're gonna have to take a risk. And the risk you're taking is surrounded. Your risk is gonna be surrounded, as now they have moved in close enough that, like, you can still hit them, but now, like, unless someone physically gets beside you, you're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna be getting in trouble real quick as they're moving in on you.
Alright, do they take disadvantage or something like that because they're blinded and exploded?
No, but they have a peril, which means that they
have 2 perils.
They have 2 perils. I need you to understand. They can't get rid of the peril. It can't go away.
Alright.
They trust and believe. It cannot go away. You like that. Trust and believe.
Alright then.
Okay, so with that,
Like one more hit or something like that away from death, I think.
yes, they are. One more risk, it's like one more danger, and then you can strike decisively against them. That's the best thing about area, is like you can hit more than one person, which means you can stack these fucking dangers by yourself. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the flying guy, because he has not done anything. And he's already close to
overpowered I made this mech. It was designed for pretty much every situation.
Good. Good. Okay, so with this guy... Man, I really didn't type anything down here. Okay, so you now are dealing with the Flahornet, and they're going to pull out a rifle called an F-2000 rifle, and they are just going to start spraying and praying. Both you and Sprongle need to roll me a Weather the Storm, because this is an area. So he's just flying and spraying and praying to both of you.
Alright, so what would that be?
So this is, it's up to you what you want to do. So so this is another Weather the Storm. So are you going to be rolling with Defy to dodge? Are you going to roll plus no for quick thinking, or are you going to use plus sense to pick up on the cues that they're about to fire on you?
I'm going to do the dodge.
Okay, so that's going to be wait before you roll. Wait. Oh darn. Okay. I was just wondering if there's any differences. Is there anything? Well, there is an issue in that they're elemental and you're mundane, so you'd be rolling with. So let me just look at your roll. Fish, you rolled.
I hadn't rolled anything for it yet. I just
you didn't roll yet.
I didn't know what dice to roll. Is it
okay.
2d6?
Okay, so it would be 2d6 plus. What are you rolling? Your defy.
Plus 2.
Sadly, you have desperation, so that means all 6s are going to become 1s.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Right when I was dealing good, so that would be 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that 6 becomes a 1, so that's a 6. You're gonna take a You're gonna take a peril, and that peril is going to be
I'm gonna expend my warding.
Okay, you're gonna spend your ward again.
Yeah, so
now you're down. So now you're down 2 power. But this is a peril, so it still becomes a danger. So you're gonna. It's still gonna be a risk. So take the risk instead of a peril. Take the risk scratched or dented, as it to symbolize these bullets, like basically like pinning you down as they fly above you.
Yeah, I'm now classified as defenseless.
You are?
This is my 3rd risk danger.
Shit. Really?
I kept taking perils.
No, you were taking risks.
Oh yeah, no, when I was attacking them, I kept giving them perils.
Oh, right, you were taking risks to do that. Yeah, so you're surrounded, distracted, and dented. Oh, you are defenseless. Okay. I'm not, okay, you gotta fix this, you gotta fix your situation, man.
Stop being distracted.
You might have to, I mean, I'm gonna give you a turn. I'm gonna give you when you get to your turn, you're gonna have a choice to make. You can easily remove these risks. Because they're not perils, they're risks. So.
Yeah, each one's a risk.
Okay, Maggie, did you roll?
Not yet. Just
Okay.
2d6?
Yeah, 2d6 plus whatever stat you are. You are divine, they're elemental, so there's no problems here.
Okay. I guess I'll do no again, because I'm also trying to protect the guy in the chair.
Right.
Okay.
7, that's a mixed success, so...
If I only rolled 1 lower than that 6, I would have been fine.
Okay, so with that, let's see. Again, so that means, you succeed, but at some cost. So it'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or you burn spotlight as you take dramatic action. Also, Fish, I forgot, you failed that roll, didn't you? So get spotlight.
Where's the spot? Okay, then yeah, that's probably.
Get your XP. Get your XP. Also, backup is going to tick up.
Getting quite a lot of XP now.
Yeah. Backup is coming.
It went from 1 to 3.
Yeah, it's been. I think it's been long enough that it should be 3 at this point.
All right.
Yeah.
And also, you are defenseless. So yeah, Maggie, what's it gonna be?
Give me a difficult choice.
Difficult choice. The difficult choice is Larry either. The difficult choice is going to be either Larry is not gonna. Larry is gonna have. Essentially, this is it. You got to choose between either you're gonna have to help Larry get Lady So, or you have to help Seda from being destroyed.
In this moment, I think I'm gonna help Seda.
Okay. So Larry, you are not going to be helped. You are going to be by yourself. You're only going to have so much opportunity to get Lady So. She is trying to book it. All right. So that's going to be it. You can't help Larry. In fact, everything you do for Seda, I will give you a +1 on.
All right.
All right.
Do you have any area weapons or something?
No.
Oh, damn.
So it's the bug's turn, so now we're gonna go to the top of the round. Oh wait, actually, so it's no one else, so I guess the guard is gonna go next before Larry. So it's the bug guard. The bug guard. So, Larry, with that in mind, the larval June is going to push Lady So behind him and pull out the Berettas and just like kind of just stare you down and simply go, listen, you've won. You've got what you wanted. Just let my mistress go. And I think I need you to roll weather the storm, Larry. As he's trying to convince you to back down.
Alright.
This is going to be a weather the storm. You can't dodge this.
No.
Can't dodge speech bubbles.
I think the only way in which you can defend against this, this might be a weather the storm, but actually what it is I'm weather the storm at your talk.
I was hoping. Okay.
Yeah.
That's +1. So,
2d6 +1, but you are tier higher, so you are going to get advantage. So this is 3d6 +1.
what?
Oh
Okay.
shit. Oh shit. That's only a 6. That's only a 6.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry, you're going to take a peril, and this is not a physical damage. This is the peril guilty. You're gonna take the peril guilty as you are standing here realizing that you very much do have the upper hand, and yet you're still attacking. This is someone who is admitting defeat, who is trying to leave the battlefield, and you're still chasing them down. You have to question to yourself, are you really the hero?
Yeah.
So take the peril guilty.
Yeah, okay.
As you are just stuck there, unsure of what you're doing, as they are rotating around, and he's taking Lady So and rotating her into the fog.
Okay, so here's what I want to do.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna talk to people.
Okay, what did you say you're doing? It is your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk to these guys. We did get what we wanted. We have the guy, but also my friends are getting fucked over there. So
What-
just maybe just So I'm gonna talk to them and just. You're right. We've got you backed up. We got what we want. Call off the others. Call off the others.
All right, this is gonna be a clash. This is gonna be an exchange blows, but talk, because that's the thing in this game. So you're gonna roll me again. So this is gonna be, because you're a tier taller than them. This is going to be 3d6 plus your talk.
+1. Come on, talking.
Ooh.
Okay. This is 6.
Mixed success.
This is 1. So it's a mixed success. So it's an 8. All right. So mixed success. So on a mixed success with exchange blows, both you and your target are forced to take a risk. So tell me, what risk are you taking? You're taking a risk now. Oh wait. Oh wait. Oh my God. Wait. You're defenseless.
Yeah.
So one of your, okay, so that means if
I have 2 risks and a peril.
so one of your risks become a peril. So which one of these, you gonna take poison or bruise? Which of these is gonna go up to a peril?
I think I'm gonna take poisons.
Okay, so poison's going to a peril, and I'm gonna change poison. What are you gonna change poison to? It's gotten worse.
Ill. Sick.
Ill. So change it to ill and turn it to a peril.
I'm trying to look very strong, but I am feeling not great. I have 2 perils.
Remember, he healed because he got out of the situation, so he's taking a risk, and he's taking like the risk like unsure, like he doesn't believe anything you're saying. He sees you as a monster. You're a sick dog. You're a dog without a leash. But he still takes that.
Scary guy.
So he's still taking a risk. He's taking the risk like unsure.
Okay.
Because like right now, yes, the people right now, those guys are the only reason why you're not jumping on him right now. Anyway, it's the Timber Hulk's turn. The Cinder Hulk is going to go after Sprongle.
Okay.
And it's going to fire at you, Sprongle. You need to give me a Weather the Storm.
2d6.
Let's see here. Let's see. Elemental, Divine. So this is going to be a 2d6 plus whatever makes sense, which is, what is that going to be for you?
+0.
Oh, none of these have pluses for you? Defy, no, and sense? They're all 0?
Defy and no are 0. Sense is -1.
You could probably use Defy. He's just firing bullets at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2d6 plus 1.
No, that's +0.
Oh, really? What? You have any pluses?
No.
Okay.
Not in those 3 things.
See, I see you say no, and I was like, plus no? This is becoming a real who's on third situation.
Yeah.
Defy is 0. Sense is -1. No is 0.
Jesus Christ.
So all of these, your stats are in Clash and Talk.
Yes.
Alright. Well, I don't know. Pick one. Okay. Alright. It's a mixed success.
I'm going with Defy, I guess.
Okay, it's mixed success. It's a mixed success. So it's a mixed success. So, with that, you see, it'll keep you occupied longer than you thought. The director will ask you to make a difficult choice, or you'll burn a point of spotlight as you take dramatic action. Oh, Larry, didn't you fail that roll? Didn't you fail a roll?
I got a mixed success, I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you failed it. Okay.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Okay. So yeah, what are you gonna pick? Or are you in a position to take another risk?
Okay, how does it work? Because I have 1 peril.
A peril cannot be healed.
Okay, but like, How
okay,
much before I am defenseless?
let's see here. So, you
3 dangers.
3 dangers.
Okay, I'm at 2 out of 3.
So yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, really? So you got perforated as a risk, as a peril. What do you have also on
Yeah.
there?
Nothing.
Okay, so you could you could take another risk and you'd be fine.
Okay, it says 2 out of 3.
I don't ignore that. It's all about what you type.
Okay.
I don't know why it's like that.
Okay.
The page can be weird.
Yeah, I'll take a risk.
Alright, you tell me what risk you're taking. He's firing on you. What's the name of the risk that you're taking?
Maybe pinned down.
Pinned? Yeah, sure. Take the risk pinned.
I can't type on my sheet.
Right, I got it. Okay. Pinned. Alright, got the wrist pinned. But your channel should be +4 at this point. But your
okay.
But your channel is now +4. So if you want to cast some spells, because it is your turn now. It is your turn now. If you want to cast some spells, if you got some spells you want to cast, you got a +4 on that shit.
It's +3, I thought.
No, the page is being stupid. But like one of the things for the imposter is that their channel goes up by 1 for every risk they take.
Okay.
It's naturally at +2. Whatever reason, the page is being really wonky. But I keeping in mind, so now that you have 2 dangers, it means that you're at +4.
Alright.
So, I don't know if you want to cast some spells.
So can I just do, like, whatever?
Yes.
Or is there a list?
Weave magic is you tell me what magic bullshit, and you roll the dice and see if it works out.
Okay. Hmm. Could I just, like, make a wall of fire between us and them?
Oh, sure.
That would probably get rid of my surrounded at that point.
It would.
Yeah.
Alright, sure. Alright, so, weave magic, which is, 2d6. Wait, hold up, before you. Yeah, 2d6 plus, 2d6 plus 4. $2d6 plus 4.
Fuck
Yeah, that'll fucking do it. So, yeah, Seda, drop. You're surrounded.
Would I also drop my pinned?
Yeah, sure. I say you drop your pin because he can't focus fire on you through a wall of fire.
Fuck yeah.
I wish I could draw. Freehand? There we go.
Yeah, I wish you could just have a static effect on like an area or whatever.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sadly this is not. There is this website for really good for mech playing, but that it costs money. It like costs money to have that. But anyway, yeah. So you are no longer defenseless, Seda.
Yep.
All right, you're no longer pinned. That keeps them off you, and I think at that point, I think that they decide that this is not worth their fight, and they're going to leave. I think they're going to back off.
Hell yeah.
Basically the guard gives them a look, and everyone starts backing off. Everyone backs off. Lady Soul gets away. The bugs, the fucking Terra Hulk, and them get away. They all back off. This is like a all right, it's over. And they all back off. Everyone's leaving. And just as the Terrorhawk begins to grind back into the ground and dig away, and the
Don't forget the guy who surrendered over here.
Yeah, that's the only person you have. You have a prisoner.
Oh, I thought they would back. Whatever. Yeah.
No,
Alright, whatever.
the fire cut them off from him.
All right.
So you got a prisoner.
Yay.
With that, backup arrives.
Oh yeah, that first guy.
What up? Let me bring in your ship. Let me bring in your ship. Hold up. Ah. Change layer. Ah, what the fuck? Come on. Change layer. Token layer. There we go.
I love the ship.
Is that fucking Starbound?
Yeah, you said it was basically a giant
Yeah.
Nyan cat.
Giant Nyan cat. Yeah.
Incredible.
With that, everyone, the fight is over. You have the professor,
And a prisoner.
and a prisoner, flying in, meeting you at the loading dock is Madonna Green, and she's like, and she's leaning up against the loading deck, being like, "Oh, you found a cute one?"
Thumbs up in mech.
Good, a cute one. Bring him into the brig.
I bring the prisoner into the brig.
And I think with that, you fly away from the battlefield as the burning cinders of this wall of fire is just still going as you leave the atmosphere of the city.
Nice.
And I think that will be it for this mission.
I think we did pretty
Oh
good
yeah.
there.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's.
killed only one person, but whatever.
All right, so Sprongle, you are no longer pinned, so you get rid of that risk. So
I
everyone has.
can't.
Oh right, so I'm gonna get rid of the pin. Okay, so Seda,
I'm assuming I'm
you
not distracted anymore.
you're not distracted or dented. They were all risks, which is really good for you. It's a good
That's what
thing.
happens when you have a fuck ton of shields.
Yeah, you didn't have to take any perils. Larry, sadly though.
Yeah, I got. I can take off the one risk.
But you are ill and guilty.
Yeah.
You are ill,
Not feeling great.
in both emotionally and physically. Both emotionally and physically, you are not feeling great. I'm
I
very.
didn't really have to chase after those guys. I just thought it'd be cool to get thrown.
Yay! I get to give someone emotional damage that you can't use ward on.
Come on, Larry. It was cool.
I guess, but it really didn't have to.
It
And it
seemed like a good idea at the time.
And it did scrape my face something awful.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, that's gonna end that. Next time we get together, it will be downtime, and I will say there is ways for you to heal the emotional damage.
Go to therapy.
Yes, literally, it literally is what you do.
Excellent.
I shit you not. This game literally is like talk to your friends to remove emotional damage.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great for my character who doesn't talk.
Yeah.
I also assume I can get unpoisoned.
And I can get patched up for my perforations.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Like, I'm in the best shape out of everyone.
I mean, you almost died. You were at defenseless. Like, I could have made you bite the dust. You could have ended up biting the dust, and your mech would have been destroyed. I don't think I would have killed you. I don't think I would have killed you because I don't think that's interesting.
I'm pretty sure you literally didn't move.
I did not.
Everyone
no, I think
just started aim at you.
Actually, no, I
That's
did
great.
move a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You moved slightly to the left.
Took one step.
Like 2 steps, yeah, and then like meleeed the other guy, that one prisoner.
Yeah.